Lawrence Neal here from highintensitybusiness.com. Hope you're well. So is high intensity training delivered virtually, so virtual personal training, is that a threat to your high intensity training studio business? So in this short video, I just wanted to really share my thoughts on this particular point of view, as I know that a number of you have expressed that you feel that the home-based virtual personal training service is a threat to our beloved studio training, to the machines. And I'm going to kind of express a few different views on this, ways I look at this topic from the conversations I've had with experts in our field, but also just my own thoughts. And so firstly, I think you've got to remember that this isn't the first time people are doing this. People have been doing online fitness classes of some kind for a long time. Obviously that's picked up in popularity since COVID's hit, because people simply cannot go to the gym. And yes, there will probably be a percentage of people that think, you know what, this is actually more convenient for me. This actually makes a lot more sense. I actually really enjoy this, and you know, maybe I don't want to be around other people right now because I don't want to get the virus or what have you. And so yes, there will be a percentage of people who will transition to this probably for the foreseeable future, but that's out of your control. That's something that's probably going to happen, and rather than complain about it and moan about it and lament the death of in-studio training, which is probably not going to be the case, you probably need to adapt to it, and you need to help your customers with that specific problem. How do you provide them a virtual training solution they can actually enjoy from the comfort of their own home if that's what they're looking for? The other thing as well is, you know, Luke and I have spoken about this publicly on the podcast, which I think will come out soon, probably on today's podcast actually. And that's that, you know, him and I both agree that, and this is not just him and I, this is evidence-based, that you can get great results, probably the same outcomes with bodyweight training and free weight and machines. The modality doesn't really matter, it's the level of effort that's being applied. And if you go into muscular failure, you're probably going to get what you can get on most of these modalities. However, machines, and again, I'm probably teaching you to suck eggs here, are far more efficient. And so you can really apply a focused resistance to a particular muscle group, and it just makes it easier to actually fatigue your muscle fiber spectrum across all of your different muscle groups. And with bodyweight, that can be far more challenging. It can require very clever programming and also a ton of grit and resilience. It's very uncomfortable, and so I would say that machines are probably just a more effective way to help people get there. So with that said, you're always going to get people that just love training on machines. Like, they love Med-X, they love Nautilus, or they love working with an expert trainer and using free weights and resistance bands, because there's something about the virtual experience which doesn't have that physical component and that social connection that they're looking for, and that intense close-up physical supervision that some people crave. So I guarantee you, when this is over, you're still going to get a ton of people who really appreciate the in-studio training. So there's definitely going to be a market for that type of service. I wouldn't worry too much. However, I would, if you have already done this, stop pinning your hat on your machines. Now I think, as again Luke and I have discussed, I think it's fine to have one of your differentiators, have that be your machines if you feel like that's something that has worked for you and resonates in your marketing and for your target market, but you just want to make sure that you have obviously other differentiators that you can leverage. You don't want to pin your entire business on the importance of your specific machines, because clearly in a time like this that can really damage your business, as you want to have a little bit more flexibility. So some final thoughts I just want to share. Another one is, you know, I think it's important to have an abundance mindset throughout your entire entrepreneurial journey. And if you start worrying about the idea that people might move to virtual training and that's going to kill your business, and you're going to try and get people to realize that, you know, in-studio training is more effective, and start arguing with people that they've made the wrong decision, then I think that's going to really negatively affect the outcomes that you care about and the health of your high intensity training business. So I think you have to accept that some people are going to enjoy that more and are going to take to that, and that's completely fine. And the last thing I'll say, and I think this is the best time to say this, is there is a massive opportunity for you right now, huge opportunity. You know, I've been in online business for a long time, so I've seen a lot of people that have online fitness services, and most of them are crap. You know, most of them are not evidence-based. Most of them are promoting exercises that are just plain dangerous and not that effective. And what I'm so passionate about is helping you guys become more successful by bringing evidence-based resistance training or high intensity training to more people. And so there's a huge opportunity to be able to take your experience, your expertise, and apply that to more people virtually, people that aren't in your local area, who can suddenly get access to you, your trainers, your way in a virtual format, and start getting great results. And in turn, you're going to build a new profit center in your high intensity training business that's just going to augment your existing revenue streams. And this could be a massive unlock for you in terms of taking your HIIT business to the next level, generating more revenue in a highly scalable and leveraged way. There are a lot of benefits to building businesses digitally. You know, they're very scalable, they're highly leveraged, they're very low overhead. And so this is something that could be a great opportunity for you. I'm really passionate about helping you achieve that and explore that further. If you're interested in joining HIIT Business Membership and to get some coaching from myself and community and resources to help you, go to highintensitybusiness.com/membership. This is Lawrence, and you're watching High Intensity Business.